What's up guys, and welcome back. My name is Jake Towell and this is my art series where I share with you guys some art pieces throughout my career. Today we have a super sick and cool piece. I'm really excited to be sharing this piece. It has so many different elements, so many different design ideas, so many concepts all in one composition. Super hyped, like I said, to share with you guys today. So I present to you Demon Eye Dimension. You could probably look around this piece and figure out why I called this Demon Eye Dimension. But for once, this title isn't just some wacky version of what I drew. It kind of describes the themes and ideas I was going for when I was making this piece. We'll get to all those really cool themes and details in the fully rendered image, so make sure you stay tuned for that. But before we go there, we gotta start at the way beginning, and that's the sketch phase. So without further ado, let's see how this one started. I would consider this sketch phase, of all my sketch phases, if you've seen my videos before, to be probably the least fully realized sketch phase. A lot of areas I don't have things erased, don't really know where I want this cloud to merge into the skull's face. Those fingers are kind of not fully realized. The bottom left of the composition I'm pretty sure changes pretty heavily from this to the line work phase, so definitely keep an eye on that area. In the top right as well, you can see the smoky design texture is nothing like the fully render, and if you kind of didn't remember the fully render from a second ago, keep an eye on the top right as well when we switch over into the line work phase. But overall, all the ideas I wanted down are here, and I think that's what's most important. It's an okay sketch phase, but again, it's just a sketch phase, so at the end of the day, it's not the biggest deal in the world. So without further ado, let's get into this really tricky line work. Yeah, like I said, this line work, I'm super hyped on how it turned out, but as you can see, super tricky. There's a lot of elements here that need to be fit in this tiny composition. So many ideas, so many concepts articulated. Now you can see in the top right, I kind of have that smoky design texture fully realized there, as well as the bottom left, having that blood monster kind of figured out in that space a little bit better as well. Quite a bit of differences from the sketch phase to the line work phase. If you want to go back, you can kind of see it merge from line work to sketch phase, and you can kind of see for yourself how many things shifted, how many things added, how many things didn't add. But overall, this line work, I'm really pleased with it because it all fits really nicely in the composition. All my ideas, my big concepts that we'll get to in the fully rendered image here in a second are in this piece, vibrant and bold in their dedicated sections. And yeah, 10 out of 10 again on the line work. At this point, I have my style very locked down. Here you can really see my style, and this is really what I was honing in on at this time. So without further ado, what we all have been waiting for, the fully rendered image. I'm hyped. Let's go. All right, guys. Demon Eye Dimension. So many sick elements, design ideas, concepts in this piece, and I just love the overall theme. It's a demonic, devilish, scary, hellscaped theme. And there's so many really cool elements in this one. I'm gonna start exactly where I started, with this giant spooky ghoul or demon or skull face in the top of the composition. What's really cool about this skull is he has this very V-shaped smile. It's very demon-like and scary. I'm super hyped on how I articulated it, as it's more of like a horror feeling than anything joyous. Moving up to probably my favorite part about this composition is this giant coffin that resides in his eye sockets here, and in the coffin is various different eyeballs, and this concept is just so unique and interesting, and I just absolutely love how I articulated it, and it looks super sick. You have this blade running up through his mouth and into his nose. Coming out from the top of his eyeball socket there is the end of this blade, and you can see it took his brain with him. And what a super sick blade design, like a sickle shape. Really just a magical theme, trying to figure out how that blade even fit through all those elements in his head. But there it is, ending at the top left. On the top of this skull's head is this giant eyeball, 3 rings going through it. Coming out of this really small tiny hole in the top is this really sick, smoky, mystical, demonic smoke. I love how I articulated this. It looks really, really stylized and really, really unique, and just brings this skull ghoul all together. Through the eyeball casket, you can see this spear going all the way through. Here's the edge of the spear going through this tongue of this demon here. And at the other side is this like stopwatch demon jewelry. And you can see in this demon jewelry, there's a couple of elements that expand into the composition. One of which is this rib cage, which looks super sick. And on the other side of the opening, we have the heart. Of course, rib cage and heart go hand in hand. The heart's being stabbed with a ring. This heart is producing a lot of blood, a lot of demonic blood, because as you can see, this blood is actually a monster. Really crazy mouth. We have a single eyeball there, which looks really sick. And if you move down on the blood monster, there you can see the origin of this blade twisting through the composition. It's holding like this crooked hilt where the sword goes up through the blood monster's mouth and into the demon skull's mouth and up into his nose, where it ends in the top left. But as you can see so far, everything is connected and united, and I want to keep going with that theme here. So moving down to the demon who's getting his tongue stabbed by this spear through the coffin eyes. He's just a little meatball guy, also connected via a ring mouth to mouth here. He's got more sharp teeth and also has horns, one bigger than the other. But most notably, he has a pipe hanging out of his mouth. And what's really sick about this pipe, a couple things really cool about this pipe, is the pipe smoking elements, the greens, actually are creating this really sick witch hand with these really long fingernails. You can see there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 fingers there. All at the end of the fingernails have these really cool golden balls that's holding up this super demonic fleshy bag. And this bag has this giant eye in the middle, as well as this really sick double-ended spear here. Look at these spear tip elements. I'm really proud of the design of these spear tips. They're both unique entirely from one side to the other, but they fit so cohesively within this demonic double speared bag. It is definitely probably the second most favorite element in this piece, and it just looks super badass. Moving back to the pipe, you can see on this pipe is this skull element, and this skull is actually breathing out this really bright, vibrant blue smoke monster in the bottom right of the composition. You can see the monster has a mouth here, a mouth here, a mouth here, and a mouth here. What's cool about this mouth is it's actually drinking and eating the blood from the demonic bag here. Has a lot of eyeballs coming out of it. One eye's getting stabbed by that double-ended spear from the bag. This one's looking up, this one's looking in the mouth, this one's looking down. Lots of eyes in this smoke monster cloud. But that is the last element in Demon Eye Dimension. I really hope you guys enjoyed this piece. I absolutely love this piece. It is so sick, so many dope and cool themes and elements, and I'm really locking in at this time, so really dope art coming soon after this one. If you want prints of this piece, trust me, the prints of this piece look so sick. In the description down below is my in-print store. Get a small print, get a medium print, get a large print, whatever you want. This one is absolutely dope in real life. If you guys enjoyed this video, leave a like. Leave a comment down below what your favorite aspect of this piece was. If you guys have seen my videos, enjoyed my art, consider subscribing. It would help me out a ton. Videos every week, if not every 2 weeks, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.